Josh Duggar, former reality TV star. Yes, if you're aware of TLC's different trashy reality show lineups, what was it, 17 and growing, 18? I don't fucking know. I don't watch any of that garbage. But apparently he was on that show. But his extracurricular activities found him being convicted in federal court on child pornography charges. You should just do everybody a fucking favor. Don't wait till the sentencing hearing and just, if you catch my drift. But yeah, no, he's been on trial this entire time, and I haven't really been following up because I didn't know who the fuck Josh Duggar was. Okay, I knew his charges, and the fact that it's a federal case mostly means that it was all kind of sewn up, and he was obviously guilty. Like, come on, he looks like every unhelpful motherfucker that works at Lowe's or in Canada, Canadian Tire, that could possibly pop out of the back room, and you'd question what he has in the back of his 1996 Ford Taurus, and it looks like you'd be right to question this fucking round-faced, well, pedophile. Yeah, he's been found guilty, and I don't know how long his charges could possibly land him in jail, but yeah, he's one of those freak show individuals that's in there, I guess, but this could get graphic, and if this stuff kind of churns your stomach like any normal person, I totally understand. We just got another story. It's the Scott Peterson shit in the second half, but yeah, we'll just cover this one because it's newsworthy, okay? I don't really know a lot about this stuff, and y'all know my opinion when it comes to these fucking people who like to do weird stuff with kids. Do society a favor, okay? Have Alec Baldwin hang out with them for a couple of hours. A federal jury in Arkansas on Thursday convicted former reality TV star Josh Duggar of downloading and possessing child pornography. Not just a little, a fucking lot. A jury in Fayetteville, about 140 miles northwest of Little Rock, found he's 30 fucking... I'm 31. I think I look like 1,000 times... Well, then again, I'm also not a pedophile, so I guess that would make sense. I look a little bit better than him. On one count each of receiving and possessing child pornography. He faces up to 20 years in prison and fines of up to $250,000 for each count when he was sentenced at a later date. So you could be going away for a long time. Congratulations, round of applause. Duggar and his large Arkansas family starred on TLC's 19 Kids and Counting. Oh, okay, cool. So I undersold it in the opening. I don't know. I don't watch this fucking garbage. Until the network canceled the show in 2015 once they found out that he was trying to fucking file swap with Larry Nassar. Following revelations that he had molested four of his sisters and babysitters. I knew that, but it's still fucking gross. Authorities began investigating the abuse in 2006 after receiving a tip from a family friend, but concluded that the statute of limitations on any possible charges has expired. Oh yeah, no, he's a pedophile, but he's grown out of that. It was like a punk rocker phase. Ugh. Duggar's parents said he had confessed to fondling and apologized. Duggar later apologized for a pornography addiction and for cheating on his wife. Cheating with who? Ugh, God. In elementary class? Creep. Judge in the child porn case ruled that jurors could hear testimony about how in 2003 Duggar admitted to molesting 4 girls. A family friend testifies that Duggar told her about the abuse. Federal authorities said that they began investigating after a Little Rock police detective found child porn files were being shared by a computer traced to Duggar. A federal agent testified in May, that images depicting the sexual abuse of children, including toddlers. Ugh. God. Were downloaded in 2019 onto a computer at a car dealership Duggar owned. Oh, okay, cool. Fucking blackout vans are us. Duggar's attorney argued that someone else downloaded or uploaded the images onto Duggar's computer, but the jury wasn't swayed. It's not mentioned here, but I've been listening to some tangential coverage of this. All of the child porn was kept on this hard drive or on this computer in a separate partition, which was walled off, obviously, by a username and a password. And the password that was used for this partition was also the same one used for all of Duggar's social media accounts and his bank account. So if you go ahead and extrapolate that out, either he was sharing the passwords to his bank account and his social media accounts with the people that he was alleging were child pornography addicts at the same car lot that he owned, so he employed pedophiles, or he's just flat out lying, and it looks like that's what the jury concluded. Duggar's father, Jim Bob Duggar, of course, who also starred in the reality show, well, obviously, is running in a special election. He is still running? Oh my god. A special election for a vacant seat in Senate in northwestern Arkansas. Only in Arkansas. He previously served in the Arkansas House. Oh, okay, cool. So he's trying to get a promotion per se. It's a bold move, Cotton. Hopefully, let's see if it pays out for him. Anyways, yeah, like I said, we got the second trial because there's not really much more to talk about on that one, and mostly I just want to kind of wash off that fucking icky feeling, and we'll talk about something a little bit more wholesome. Like a man taking his wife out to the middle of a lake and drowning her and then blaming it on a black guy. His wife was pregnant at the time. It's weird, right? Because there's some people that I respect. Okay, one person in particular that I respect who looks at this trial, knows a lot more about it than I do. I've just heard the name Scott Peterson, Laci Peterson, and little Air Bubbles Peterson, who knows a lot more about that and thinks that this dude is totally not guilty. Okay, so again, I reserve the right to be unaware of the situation. All I'm saying is this is relatively big news, and I just think that, getting it out there to people is far more important than really knowing everything about the situation. So I'm not going to profess to be an expert on this. All I know is just the tertiary information on it. Scott Peterson resentenced to life in prison for pregnant wife's murder. This sounds a little bit fucked up, okay? Scott Peterson was sentenced Wednesday to life in prison without parole after he was spared the death sentence over the deaths of his wife and unborn child in early 2000s. Peterson, 49, was convicted in 2004 for murdering his wife, Laci Peterson, and their unborn child, Conner. Oh, right, little Conner, right. Those are the jokes from the old O&A days. Anyways, Peterson was originally sentenced to death in the case, but the California Supreme Court in August 2020 reversed Peterson's death sentence after they discovered that potential jurors were dismissed erroneously. Oh, okay. So a little bit of prosecutorial, judicial malfeasance could have got this guy off on a technicality. I'm going to go out there and use that little rowboat once again. Prosecutors said Peterson of Modesto, California, murdered Laci and dumped her body in the San Francisco Bay from his boat on Christmas Eve in 2002. Later, in April 2003, Laci and Conner's bodies washed ashore. Well, to be fair, Conner was, a little bit attached to Laci, so it would have been one body that was found, but whatever. 2005, the year after his conviction, Peterson was sentenced to death and remained on death row in California's San Quentin prison last year until the state Supreme Court reversed the decision. So what, he was supposed to walk free? During Wednesday's sentencing hearing, oh my god. So he was sentenced in 2005, a year after he was found guilty, and then the Supreme Court reversed the decision in August of 2020. And then in December of 2021, he has the life imprisonment reaffirmed. This shit is taken for fucking ever. But yeah, no, then you got, emotional impact testimony, emotional impact statements from Laci Peterson's family. Well, to be fair, they're also Scott's in-laws. I don't think they had time to get a divorce. I still feel the grief every day after 19 years. Jesus, move on, lady. Laci Peterson's mother, Sharon Roca, told him in court, "You're evil, self-centered, unforgivable, selfish act, ended two beautiful souls. And for what reason?" I don't know, she was getting a little too lippy. There was no reason other than what you just didn't want. Oh, then you just didn't want them anymore. Yeah, see, can't you just see his side of the story? Anyways, you didn't want a baby nor the responsibility of being a father. You're a coward. Well, that's a lot of presumption. Peterson's attorney, Pat Harris, said his client was shown no remorse because he isn't guilty. Defense attorneys, he argued, can show proof that burglars were nearby on the day of Laci Peterson went missing. And again, this was a jury trial, and jurors, if you guys don't know, if you aren't quite in the know, and that's why I was banging on about this when it came to the Rittenhouse trial specifically, they're a temperamental bunch, okay? And they don't necessarily look directly at the law. Like, if you look at the law, Derek Chauvin shouldn't be in jail for the rest of his life. But hey, certain emotional situations, and even if you just listen to some interviews from like Michael Jackson's case or something like that, who I totally believe didn't do anything that he was ever charged with, and that's for true. I totally believe that he's innocent of everything that he's been sued for. Some of the jurors that were on there weren't paying attention to any of the evidence. They were just upset with some of the attorneys just giving them a cross look from the jury box, and that's what they based their entire decision on. So jurors, well, better more often than not than just a simple bench trial, are also just complete and utter mongoloids. Scott Peterson admitted during his murder trial that he was fishing on the day Laci and their unborn child disappeared and near where their bodies washed ashore. Couldn't have just said somewhere else. After Laci disappeared, Peterson also confirmed that he sold her car and turned the baby's nursery into a storage room. Well, yeah. Didn't want to turn it into an office and then end up seeing those little unicorn stickers that were on the wall and just little paint marks that didn't quite cover up everything. So to be fair, yeah. He had to deal with seeing all of that unused baby furniture out on the curb prior to the garbage pickup coming around. Did you guys consider his side of the story? It's been 19 years. Yeah, we got it. His mother said that. And there's not a day that doesn't go by that I don't think about my sister. Oh, I wonder who this is. And the life she could have had. And the life we all could have had with her and Connor. Laci's sister, Amy Roca, said during her testimony Wednesday, she never got to meet my family, her family. I'm sure she got to meet her family. That's not fair. And that my boys will never know their aunt and cousin. There be so many special occasions that Laci and Connor, God, just move on, people, should have been for her. Oh, here for, sorry. It makes me sick being here today in front of you again. Then you shouldn't have came. And if you're feeling sick, I've been told in California that you need to stay home because you could be killing everybody. During a court appearance on Wednesday, the judge declined to hear directly from Peterson. None of his family members spoke on his behalf. Oh, shitty family he has. Maybe they were all out boating. Maybe they had a lippy wife. During a court appearance on Wednesday, the judge declined to hear directly from Peterson. Why? Isn't it his right to talk? Oh, no. Right. They don't care about justice or anything like that. And again, he could be completely and utterly guilty for all I know, and it looks like he's been convicted as such. I just also reserve the right to make jokes. Might not be tasteful, might not be your cup of tea, but you've already clicked off and probably left a dislike anyways, like I give a fuck. Harris said that if Peters was allowed to speak, he would try to dispute the concept that he did not want to have a child. Okay, cool. What if he didn't? Maybe he just didn't want to have a wife. I don't know. Divorces are far too expensive. I think he just wants to reach out and tell the Roca family that he understands their feelings. He understands why they believe that he is guilty, Harris said, reported to the Jose Mercury News, but he wanted to make it clear that there is no way he could possibly harm Laci and Connor. Well, it's been 19 years, buddy. You can fucking drop the act, but who knows, okay? Because this is probably looking to be about the end of this, well, entire situation that has, been going on since 2004, for fuck's sakes. Or I guess Christmas Eve 2002, the last time that the family got to go out on the lake. But yeah, that's the goings on, and we've been talking a lot about legal news lately, so I just figured, hey, might as well wrap it up with a couple of other big stories that are out there in the news right now anyways. So we'll see what's going on tomorrow. Looks like we got a couple of stories of some festive stuff and some things going up in flames, and then, like I made reference to in the latter half of the second video of the day, we got some rhinos to go out hunting, and it's one of my favorite targets. So if you're interested in that stuff, they'll be going up at the same old regular time on Friday. So stay tuned for that, guys. And with that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.